Guardian once again now, and this is on ADHD, the opposite condition, I believe, that one you have, Nick, which is intense focus.
It's about TikTok, and basically someone put out this. I don't know if we have it, but it's a kind of flowchart, amusing flowchart about what you do with ADHD versus how you tell a story if you're a normal person.
Yeah. Oh no, they put that up.
That's not it.
Do you know what that is? I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, it was an amusing drawing, and it went viral. And people are saying, well, the ADHD incidence has gone up 123% since 2016 in the US. And now it says there's the widening arena of ADHD influencers. So this whole thing is about TikTok influence. And my question is TikTok just spreading ADHD influencers and their reach, or is it causing ADHD because of the ridiculously short nature of it?
Yeah. Well, I think there's two things. One is that what it says later in the story is that there isn't a clear-cut definition of what ADHD means. That's one thing. So it's this huge spectrum of things. So it's like people say, oh, I'm on the autism spectrum, and actually it turns out they're like a tidy room. Do you know what I mean? There's this kind of... and I think what it feeds into slightly is this absolute mania at the moment, this notion that in identity, what you do is you have to more and more nichely, if that's a word, define your identity. So you've got to be kind of, pansexual, autistic, ADHD. There's a whole series of ////.
So you're sounding more sort of reactionary like me on this.
No,
I thought you might be pro...
I'm very pro-identity politics if identity actually describes something that's meaningful in terms of your experience in the world.
There is a big difference. Someone said to me, you're not autistic, you're just a bloke. And there is something in that. Obviously, there is real autism, and then there's just being...
But I think that's the problem for me, is it downgrades people who are genuinely... And the other thing about it is that what's happening then is the medication...
With ADHD that's happening definitely in the United States, and I think in this country as well, is that people are seeking an adult ADHD diagnosis because it gives them access to what amounts to medically prescribed speed.
Well,
don't they also give Ritalin to children who, let's face it, are just bored because school's a bit boring?
Yeah. But Adderall and Vyvanse, if that's how you pronounce it, what it's saying there, of course, is one thing they're saying is that it would improve anybody's productivity, number one. And the second thing is, it's a very contentious medical thing. So you suddenly think, well, hello, the drugs industry's making a bob or two.